We are now 10 games into the 2025 NFL season, and we've learned a lot about all the young guys in the league. But if you go back just 1 year to the 2024 NFL draft, things get confusing when you're talking about the first-round quarterbacks. So what's going on with all those players? Let's dive right in. It starts with Bo Nix, who the Denver Broncos selected at 12th overall. Bo was an older prospect at 24 years old at the time of the draft and was expected to be ready to go in the pros, and as a rookie, he shined. Almost 3,800 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions with 430 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. He led Denver to the playoffs for the first time since Super Bowl 50 and is looking to do the same in 2025 with an amazing 8-2 start. However, there's one issue. In 2025, Denver is winning in spite of Bo Nix. He's having a huge sophomore slump and simply doesn't look that good on film. The box score numbers say he's playing decent, but if you watch him, especially against the Raiders, you know he has not looked great. Bo has huge mechanics issues, specifically his footwork. He likes to fade away on throws, even in clean pockets, and consistently misses open receivers, which we'll get into soon. Bo Nix is currently 19th in EPA, 31st in success rate, and 28th in completion percentage over expected among quarterbacks who have played at least 160 snaps. He's not adding value to this offense. This is a team with a great supporting cast, a top 2 offensive line, a good running game, although J.K. Dobbins just got hurt, Cortland Sutton and Troy Franklin at receiver, and he is limiting this offense with the amount of throws he misses. Not to mention that they have the best defense in the league and one of the best pass rushes I've seen in my lifetime. I've never been less confident in an 8-2 team in my life. That's simply not true because I also had no faith in the 11-0 Steelers, but let's forget about that and let's dive right into the plays against the Raiders, a bottom-tier defense in the NFL, and it starts with this play. The Raiders send 6 on this play, but it's blocked amazingly by the offensive line, so Bo has a clean pocket. But he sees the pressure and folds. He just keeps retreating and fading, and the guys aren't even getting there, but he still keeps doing this. As the smash concept develops downfield, Troy Franklin gets wide open, but Nix is panicking. He keeps fading and tries to throw the out route and is off. He sees a 6-man pressure that impressively did not get to him at all and got scared. He had horrible footwork on this throw. I mean, just look at his feet. They're wide, not facing towards his target, and his body isn't either. He doesn't step through the throw. There was no chance of the out route being completed, but if he just stayed calm in the pocket, he would have had Franklin downfield for a first down. There's a similar thing regarding footwork on this missed touchdown to Evan Engram. He just never sets his feet. I'll show the throw in a minute, but I'm going to zoom in on him for now. Look, he just keeps moving around and he's antsy, and it's a clean pocket. You can settle down and make this throw, but he never does, which causes him to miss a wide open touchdown pretty badly. And look, I'll agree with you. If you want to say Bo Nix is a clutch quarterback, you're right. He'll play terrible through 3 quarters and have an amazing comeback in the 4th. But if you want to say you are sure he's going to be an elite franchise guy for the Broncos, I cannot agree. For an older prospect, he has a lot of developing to do. I know fans like to complain about the play calling in Denver, but Bo has his own issues he has to fix or else it'll get ugly quick. If he can fix his footwork and pocket presence, I seriously think his accuracy issues, especially on deep balls, will be fixed almost instantly. Now, if you like these young quarterbacks like J.J. McCarthy, like Bo Nix, and want to take their higher on passing yards or even their lowers, there's no better place to do it than on Underdog, because Underdog is the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. All you have to do is pick between 2-day players, higher or lower on their projections, and you can win almost 1,000 times your money. Even better, when you sign up with GoFanatics and play your first $5, you get $100 in bonus funds and a gimme pick. Again, when you sign up with GoFanatics, you get all those benefits after you play your first $5. Next is J.J. McCarthy, and I basically am going to say I can't judge him because he has only started 4 games in his career. He's only 22. He's younger than me. Those 4 games have been filled with extreme highs and lows. He had 2 great wins and 2 brutal losses. The comeback against the Bears that he led was amazing. The Lions' upset was filled with high-level throws. But against the Ravens, he had bad turnovers. Let's look at one of those against the Ravens. As he steps up in the pocket on this throw, he has a few options. 1, if he throws a missile, he can get this ball to TJ Hawkinson. 2, there is at least 10 yards of separation between him and the nearest defender. It's 3rd and 6. He can run for the first down because he's an athletic guy. Almost any quarterback can make that first down. But what does he do? Option 3, chucks it up to Jay Jettas where the safety comes over and intercepts the pass. He doesn't take the easy play sometimes and would rather go deep. Then other times, he makes great throws like this one that sealed the game against the Lions. The defensive back is all over Jalen Nailor from the snap on this slot fade, but JJ throws it over Arthur Millette into the only spot Nailor can grab it, so that Millette has no shot at the ball. It's a great throw and catch, and it's a Vikings win. JJ also does not have great decision making and mechanics, but it's just so hard to judge him because he's been hurt. He missed his whole rookie year, has missed games this year. How can we sit here and confidently say he's not going to be good after 4 games, including 2 against top teams in the league and one against the Bears, who are surprisingly 6-3. I have faith in JJ, and I hate the whole soft benching narrative, but we just have to let him develop, and the same goes with Penix Jr., who started 11 games in his career. He also has some serious mechanics issues, and again, he's an older prospect. Safe to say, he is not Shakira because his hips lie all the time. He never lines up his body correctly and doesn't use his hips at all on throws, but he makes some amazing throws that show he can be a good quarterback in the league, like this one against the Buccaneers that was dropped, but with the man draped all over London on the slant and the mid-zone defender closing in, he fits it in right between them. Now, the ball was dropped and didn't get the result he wanted, but throws like this show the potential of Michael Penix. But then, he'll undershoot a deep ball by a lot, leading to a turnover-worthy play, even though Kyle Pitts committed OPI on this play. Or a play like this one to Darnell Mooney against the Colts. He has room to step up in the pocket and use his lower body like you're supposed to, and step up to make this throw on the out route to Mooney, who's wide open. But he just stands still, throws it flat-footed with bad hips, and sailed it out of bounds. Penix needs to be able to clean these mechanical issues up. He has all the arm talent in the world, but his lower body needs to complement that, and it just doesn't. Seriously, I think he can be the guy in Atlanta once he fixes his lower body, especially with all the weapons around him. All he needs to be is a game manager, but at times, he cannot do it. I will give Penix some credit. His play calling is terrible in Atlanta. The pistol zone runs have to stop, and they need to fire Zach Robinson. Maybe once they do, Penix can show a little bit more and show that he is the guy, but as of right now, he's got a lot to work on, and play calling is definitely not helping him. A lot of the issues for these guys is mechanics, which is concerning for two of them considering how old they were coming into the league. You'd think that they would have cleaned that up by now, but so far, they have not. And then there's Drake Maye, who has been MVP candidate and is currently the betting favorite for the award in his second season. 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and breaking Tom Brady franchise records almost on a weekly basis. It's impressive for the 8-2 Patriots. He's a top 2 deep ball in the league, can feel pressure and evade it while staying in the pocket, makes amazing tight window throws. The touchdown, while it was a lot of yards after catch to Kyle Williams, was very impressive. While he's about to get hit, he steps up and layers the ball right over the defender who was sticking with Kyle the whole route, into his hands, and Kyle does the rest with his blazing speed and takes it in for a score. Then he does stuff like this when the pocket collapses. He takes the snap, and there's almost immediate pressure to the inside, so he scrambles at left, where Vita Vea is just waiting for him. He slips right by him, and with 3 guys closing in on him, he sets his feet and delivers a beautiful throw to Matt Collins while he's about to be hit for the 3rd down conversion. This is the sort of stuff we've come to expect out of Drake Maye. I've talked about him extensively on the channel this year. It's plays like that show why he's one of the most efficient quarterbacks on 3rd and 4th down this year. He's 4th in EPA per play and 2nd in completion percentage on those downs. The only knock about Maye that I can say with full confidence that is an issue is his turnovers. He cannot hold on to the ball if he gets sacked, and sometimes he makes boneheaded interceptions. And sometimes, especially over the middle, he'll sail a ball, which can be a drive staller. But so far, I think he has the least amount of weaknesses of all these quarterbacks, specifically in their sophomore year. There's a funny post on X that has gone around saying Drake Maye will be the best quarterback in the NFL when his frontal lobe is fully developed, and 1, it's funny, and 2, it's true. New England has found his star. The same can be said for Jayden Daniels. As a rookie, he led an overperforming Washington team to an NFC Championship run, where the Eagles would crush their dreams and he looked like a future star and MVP candidate. But 2025 has been filled with injuries. He somehow avoided going on IR with that gruesome arm injury he suffered just last week. Thankfully, he'll be okay in the long run. I don't want to say it, but I hope it's not another RG3 situation down in DC. In his second season, he's already missed 4 games and has played through an injury throughout the second half of his rookie year. When Jayden Daniels is on the field, he's elite, top 10 QB in the league. He either has the highest or second highest ceilings of all quarterbacks in this draft, that being basically Lamar Jackson, but it just matters if he can stay on the field. This is a lost season for Washington. Outside of Daniels, they face injuries everywhere. They will not make the playoffs this season. I think it's smart to just let Jayden Daniels recover at his own pace, rather than throw him out there for a team that is not close to competing this season, and put together an offseason looking to build an O-line around him that can keep him upright, defense that can compete as well. When he's on the field, he's at worst the second best quarterback in this class, probably the best, but of course the best ability is availability. He's a great deep ball, he can throw on the run, and he's a great runner with the ball in his hands. A true playmaker at quarterback. Then there's number 1 overall pick, generational prospect Caleb Williams. The only way I can describe him is calling him Andrew Wiggins. A generational prospect that sometimes he'll make a play that has you in awe, jaw-dropping on the floor because it was so good, and you don't know how he did that. But sometimes he'll make a play that has you in awe, jaw-dropping to the floor because it was so bad and you don't know how he did that. Caleb has had accuracy concerns throughout his second year and his first year, but then at times will make an amazing throw that not many quarterbacks in the league can make. He had 2 great throws against the Giants that did not result in the completion, but the level of difficulty on these throws was great. On 4th and 4, as Caleb evades the pressure on the run, he sees DJ Moore downfield in the end zone. And on the run, he delivers a pretty ball right into DJ Moore's hands, who one, couldn't hold on to it, it fell out of his hands, and he couldn't get the feet down. Sad to see a throw like that go to waste, because it was an elite level throw, and I know it was hard to get the feet down on that one, but he should have caught it. And in a play very similar to the last one, Kayvon Thibodeaux gets right through the left tackle and is running towards Caleb, who then escapes the pressure to the right, where Zaccheaus is wide, and I mean wide open downfield. And on the run, he throws another pearl to him, which is straight up dropped. Hits him in the hands, hits him in the chest, and just falls out. No question about it if he was able to get his feet in bounds, just dropped. Now, we can cut some slack to the 2 receivers because of the weather, but those are catches you have to make. And the same goes with this deep inbreaker to Zaccheaus. He reads the field and finds Zaccheaus wide open down the middle on like his 3rd read, hits him perfectly in his hands, but it's dropped. Caleb is one of the best quarterbacks in the league at avoiding sacks. It is truly incredible. While his rookie season, a lot of the sacks on him were his fault. This season, he's been elite at getting away from pressure and making plays downfield. People said he wouldn't be able to do what he did in college at the NFL level because he just embarrassed pass rushers, but so far in his 2nd season, he's been able to do just that. He fuels pressure so well, is able to get away and use his amazing arm to find people downfield, whether they catch it or not. Caleb Williams' ceiling is so high it's hard to project, but he does have accuracy concerns which have calmed down the last couple weeks, but he had a horrible 4-game stretch after his amazing performance versus Dallas, and he threw 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in those 4 games. Luckily, the team went 3-1 in that stretch, but it was not because of Caleb. All Caleb needs to do is stay consistent with his accuracy and he could be an elite quarterback. If he continues growing in this Ben Johnson offense, there's no doubt in my mind he'll be a top 12, maybe top 10 quarterback by end of season. Also, if they get Zaccheaus off the field and put Luther Burden in, it would help him too. This quarterback class is so confusing to me. They all have potential to be the guy, but almost all of them have something that needs to be worked on and fixed now for either their team to compete or for themselves to show that they have real potential in the league. But the thing is, most of them are so young, while others are not. They still have time to develop in the NFL. If I was confident in any of them, it would be Drake Maye and Caleb Williams. Both do certain things on the football field at an elite level, but obviously at such young ages have aspects of the game that they need to work on too, but so far have just shown so many flashes that make me believe in them. Jayden Daniels would be up there too, but with his frame and him already suffering a few injuries this season alone, I'm just scared about his health for the future. As for Bo, Penix, and JJ, they all show signs of greatness at times, then horrible blunders at others. They are way too inconsistent for me to say in full confidence that they're the guy for their franchise. With the right development, that can change very soon, but as of right now, I'm not 100% confident in them as players. Bo is the best of the 3, had an amazing rookie year, but I would love to see him not dig his team into a hole through the first 3 quarters, that he has to dig them out in the 4th. He has done that very well and has been a very clutch player, but the offense stalling is his fault a lot of the time, but he then shows flashes of what we expect out of him because of his rookie year and what we saw in college. Overall, I think each team knows what their quarterback needs to work on. They all have solid coaches as well, except for Michael Penix and the horrible excuse of an offensive coordinator Zach Robinson is. So in the future, they all may figure out their mechanical issues and become solid to great players and lead their team for years to come. It all just depends on how they develop and if the coaching staff around them can fix the issues that they currently have.